Hi everyone, my name is Lydia and this is what I wish they taught me about econometrics and introduction. If you've looked at the previous video where we go through the t-table, one question might come very quickly to you, and that is, why does the z-table give probabilities, but the t-table gives critical values instead? The answer is simpler than it looks, so you don't need to really overthink it. At the deepest level, both tables are about area under a curve. So z-table and t-table is same area, different question. Keep in mind, area is equal to probability, and extremes is equal to how much area is left in the tails. Okay, so fundamentally, the z-table is going to give you the probabilities, the area, and that's why I always mention be very careful of the legend that is given for your table. And the t-table is giving you cutoffs that correspond to the probabilities, this area. So same geometry, just different packaging. The z-table is organized to answer this kind of question. Given a value, how much probability lies to the left? This is exactly the kind of numbers that we had when we looked at the table coming from the Wooldridge book. The table that we saw from the Murdoch and Barnes book instead gave you the opposite of that number. And keep in mind, one of the reasons why we wrote the phi of z, for instance, as being the probability of some z smaller or equal to a particular value was exactly because we were looking to that probability to the left, okay, so smaller. So the standard normal distribution is actually fixed, and one table works for everything. Okay, so normally, keep in mind, again, standard normal, because of this, let's say this is z, so you're looking at a probability, an area under the curve that gives you z being a value smaller than z, okay? Now, what is the t-table then organized to answer? So the t-table instead asks a different question, still related, okay? How extreme does a value need to be to leave a given amount of probability in the tails? Because the t-distribution depends on degrees of freedom, keep in mind we are usually making decisions, not just reading probabilities. So the table is giving you cutoffs, not areas. So you can think of it this way. The z-table reads probabilities from the values, the t-table reads values from probability. So same curve, same area, just different direction. And if you are using one of those books or one of those that have those tables that even for the z-table give you the extreme area, good for you, it's fine. Just keep in mind that if there is any confusion in the conceptual or the meaning behind it, this is where it's all coming from. Now, this naturally brings to the next question, which is what a p-value is really, because also p-values are just areas, but they are interpreted correctly. There is a reason that they are related and that they always come up whenever we talk about the t-distribution and extreme values. So now that we know the difference between the z-table and the t-table and the answers that they all give to us, we are ready to see the p-value. So stay tuned and we'll see that in the next video.